times in tournament play since we started tracking on the spike.gg. They're 6-6 on it, not one of their best. We'll find out how much time they have been putting into it, because normally this is a ban for them throughout group stages. At the start, Sentinels on the attack, you're going to see an even spread. Subroza's just waiting to see if there's going to be some early aggression through the bathrooms. Meanwhile, dapr is going to be stacking up with Sick over at the B site. And they're really just looking for ShahZaM and sinatraa to get some early information and potentially an early pick.
I like the way the Sentinels are approaching this, and the fact that they're being, they defaulted throughout, trying to draw utility away from the defensive side, maybe feel out a stack, any, you know, weird and wonderful things they might be getting up to. There is that 3-play stack towards B. I don't think that's too bad on a pistol round. I think that's pretty solid. And now going forward, it looks like a contact play off the back of this flash. Sinatra's going to swing on it, and there it is. But instant response, it looks like they're well aware of what the Sentinels like to do here.
Here comes the frenzy. He loves it. Goes for a quick high hands. He's going to heal up while shooting. That was the game plan, and now he is connecting. He knows how to control the recoil. Finds 2 headshots. ShahZaM's his arms are in, and all of a sudden it's Wardell against an army, and he is going to fall. Great execute coming out of the Phoenix.
And honestly, if you want to talk about mentality and what can happen in this regard, that is the worst start you're going to get for TSM, in the fact that you just got battered by a frenzy. Any CS player will know how annoying CZs are, let alone a frenzy now, and to have that just thrown in your face by an Overwatch player bouncing through your wall. This is great. I love to see it, because it's just like, I know that they'll be tilting on this. I know they'll be mad off the back of that.
That's 3 for 3 in pistol rounds. Like, you have not won a pistol round in this matchup. Sentinels are rolling. Now you got ShahZaM buying up to the Phantom double shorties. The shotguns are coming out on defense. They're going to try and hold the tight angles. And already zombs just runs through the smoke. Headshot Subroza and is going to steal the orb.
They're on a high note right now. Sentinels are feeling confident. They could get punished for this. This is the, you know, the other side of the coin. If they get overconfident, they could get punished. But it looks like probably a close wall and then play off the back. But Zombs is feeling it. He's got that hot hand. Cutler's gone down. Piece by piece, they're just taking the side pocket. And it looks a little too easy here. Of course, the buy they're up against is very light, but they're feeling it. They're feeling the game, and that is the most dangerous thing you're going to get, honestly.
When you're on Jet, you can do something with this shorty. When you're on Sova, well, you're hoping someone comes in and peeks you and you can steal their weapon. Sinatraa might be the first one to come in, but again, it is Wardell against 5. And he has the worst gun in the game for this position. They look like they're just going to leave the site. Let him keep his 200 credits, and he will catch ShahZaM, who actually has the Phantom. So that is a huge kill. Does he know about it? He's going to try and sneak over to the
that's
site.
Cheeky.
Not going to be able to get it off, and that means he will not have an assault rifle moving forward. That could have been costly for the Sentinels if Wardell survives. Instead, they go up 2-0, and, well, ShahZaM's going to be a little poor, but the rest of the team feeling great.
I like the idea. Again, even if he kept that rifle over, it wouldn't have mattered. He was going to go up to the AWP anyway. Yeah, it might have saved him a bit of money, but I liked to see if he could get maybe a sneaky ninja defuse. I don't think I've even seen like an actual ninja defuse in this game yet. I don't mind that. Now, the actual purchase coming out from Sentinels, or the leftovers, should I say, is pretty strong. They've you know, jumped up towards those Phantoms, but that op. Wardell, it's time to do some work, buddy. Let's get that reputation going again. Let's get what everyone gets hyped about being able to be seen here.
Wardell's over on the A site, and he is going to get the call, we need help at B. Did they see anything, or is it just a feeling? Either way, after no early action down short, they'll be in position to stop this. Owl drone coming out from ShahZaM as he is going to send out his bot to get the information. Spots one, potentially both. And will he be able to move off of it? Here comes sinatraa. He's going to lead the charge, but drone fully flashed is able to trade it out. dapr is there, and Wardell is going to answer with the operator kill. So finally, defense with an advantage. That was until ShahZaM finds the headshot.
Okay, hazed is still there, though. Nice position from hazed. Good trade. Better trade from dapr to come back in. He's going to put Cutler in so much of a bad scenario. Look at that. Instantly overwhelmed, can't do much. The flank from Subroza could be good. I don't think they're considering it yet. ShahZaM is going to have to now, but this on angle will Subroza check. He does, but he thought he'd be up on those on the boxes rather than down on the ground. So ShahZaM closes out well, and a close round, but a win nonetheless for the Sentinels. And this game's starting to look a bit dangerous here. It's going to keep the economy a little bit lower. They can do a light buy, maybe down to... you don't want to go below 2k, really. 1.9 is as low as you want to get, but Cutler going pretty heavy on that. But I guess Cutler hasn't had much to work with. 0-3 so far. A little rough of a game from him, and I was getting excited for the prospect of Cutler becoming a... You saw those clutches just,
so good yesterday.
He was great. I'm a bit worried that he's just, not having that game today, and that's such a shame because that was such a big win point and something that I was really looking forward to here.
So far for Cutler, he's sitting on 4 kills for the entirety of this match, the first 2 games. Yes, it is early here in Bind, but those are uncharacteristically low numbers for the Cypher. Wardell trying to survive, had the shorty up tight, but he is forced back by Sick, and Sick is going to find 2 of his buddies. They're outgunned. They're expected to lose this round, but every kill matters for the economy in the long term. And we'll see what the Sova can do. Absolutely nothing as Sick finds his 3rd. They're going to ease their way onto the A site. Of course, they've already got Bath locked down by zombs, and it's going to be a retake attempt coming through CT. Shut down. Last man standing. Good luck, Mr. Hazed.
TSM need... I wish you could call timeouts in this game. They need something. They need to stop this. Sick's so good. I mean, everything they're doing is just working. And for TSM, you've got to reset somehow because they're getting run over. There's the answer they're going to go for. This is their idea. This is their theory. It's the double op, and it's incredibly powerful. It's probably one of the biggest wins that you can have in this game, right? We talk about how powerful it is, how OP it is. I want to see that now. Can they handle a team who's got very, high confidence? They've got a decent composition with someone who's very good at entering here, Sinatraa. There's a lot of things that could work against it, but I'm excited to see what they do with this double off now.
Yeah, as you saw in the last round, it was just a raw buy. They were saving every credit possible so that they could stack up to the double ops here.
Do we have a fun pretend technical pause?
Uh-oh.
Have they done it?
Uh-oh.
If this is from TSM, like, in production, just confirm what this pause is, because it's making me smile if it is the case.
Are you thinking mental booming right now? What are you expecting here, Pansy?
Look. I don't know if it's the case, and I'm gonna just say, I'm just gonna say.
Be the first tinfoil hat on Reddit. We'll let you play the persona.
There's a chance, and I doubt it. But I mean, back in the day in online games, your keyboard might suddenly disconnect when you need a tactical timeout, and then you're okay. I'm just saying that could have been the case. I don't know if it is. As I said, I'm just having a bit of fun with it. But here's some aggression over towards Long. This is a big start. No, you just ate that flash bucket.
Again, able to trade out through. Sinatraa finds Hazed, but Drone is there, and Wardell is going to find a second. So defenders with an advantage, and TSM are going to be clean on these ops. Subroza finds zombs, and for the first time, the buys are definitely working out, and they are in control of the round. Spike in the middle of the map, and it's just going to be dapr working on opposite sides with ShahZaM, looking for an early pick, get some info, and then work off of it. But you have an op on both sites. Wardell is going to be watching exactly where dapr's trying to push them, and ShahZaM is going to run through Subroza, who misses wide right. So a little bit of life still here for the Sentinels. It's a 2v3. You got 51 seconds left.
All good.
And they think that it may be an A push. If ShahZaM keeps rotating in this direction, it's just going to be Wardell they have to get through. There's a cyber cage up available for dapr. And of course, the Sova could hit him with some shock darts at range. Wardell just keeping his crosshair on this corner, waiting for any peek. If he sees the tip of dapr's gun, he's going to know exactly where it's at, and everyone will be able to stack here.
Joke's over. You're dead.
2 players here for now. Here come the ultimates. Wardell still on patrol, trying to keep eyes on this. Let's see if there's any play. You've got 15 seconds. They've got to make their move. Wardell is still just pinning them to this. Surely they're going to see... Cypher's got through towards site. There it is. Wardell on patrol. Not going to let it happen. Big confidence boost for him there. 3 kills that round. And the double ops, yes, a costly investment, but it makes sense.
And this is how you get back in the game, right? You got Subroza, who is a great sniper. Missed one shot against ShahZaM, but I'm not going to hold that against him. And then Wardell hitting all 3 of his. They combined for 4 of the 5 kills in round number 5. Finally, the Sentinels have to go and purchase some new weapons, as Sinatraa isn't going to be able to afford a rifle. He's just got the Spectre, but as Phoenix, that definitely will not be a problem as he follows up at close range with the curveballs. Heavy beagling early on, and they might just try and hit this quick. This is what they did to Gen G.
Ooh, Wardell, I like that. Trying to get in their face a little there. Can fall away to a new angle. He's got his safety net over on Long, so he's not going to get pinched in that. Nice timing on the ult here. This could be good. It could isolate some players. It could try and slow down this hit.
Drone holding strong at Long. They didn't check the corners, and he's able to punish too. So strong defense, but here comes the attackers. Out hookah. That molly is not going to allow any peeks from the operator. And out comes Sinatraa. He is going to be the one flooding deep into sight. Meanwhile, you can see it's going to be an elbow push coming in from Cutler. Drone holding his own is going to get a full flash, but it's dapr who finds the headshot through it, and dapr finds a third. Cutler goes down, and all of a sudden, it's just Subroza. As what a round. The 3 remaining attackers get the job done after flooding through hookah.
Okay, 5-1. We have a little hit towards that scoreboard if you get a sec there, observers. Just have a little kind of look at how things are shaken down. Money's mismatched, of course. Hazed and Cutler not having the good games at all yet. A little rough for them. 1 kill so far between the 2 of them. So their monies could be a little bit less than ideal. Of course, money on the swing now coming back up for the Sentinels just after that round. But this is the scary thing. If you're depending on double ops to get you that round, you can't afford that every round. So we've got to see how they make it work in these more. I don't want to say that's a normal buy. It's not. You've got 2 players basically on sheriffs, but on a less than ideal buy. And it looks like they've gone for a bit more of an assertive, aggressive stance towards hookah, trying to put a bit of a player up there as an early warning signal, which might be the Sage on the sheriff. But for now, this default might feel this out. We'll have to see how they approach it on the attacking side.
Yeah, Cutler is the other one with just a sheriff in hand, and he is going to be playing deep on bench, it looks like. And we will see ZAM slowly making his way through bathrooms as everyone else is going to be moving through short A. They love to stack up. Subroza, he's got the molly ready, camera, and of course the dart coming out gives him the info he needs. They are heading on in. Smokes are down. He's going to be fully blocked off, and they're just trying to buy time as the rest of the squad rotates. But this spike should be going down any moment.
Cutler could do some work from shower here. They haven't fully cleared it, so I think they're trying to keep that in mind. Sage is going towards it now. Oh, he's gone down. Sick just finds him, knowing where the weakness may be. Subroza tries to do the damage, but no. The site's being held. It's being controlled so well. Sinatraa showing how it's done, these post plants. It looks like they've tried to put in that work that was missing before. The A hits were good last time around, remember, but they weren't able to hold in the post. Now with 3 players left against them, I don't know how they're going to play this back in for the TSM side.
This was a weakness for the Sentinels yesterday, was holding the site after planning. So far, it's just Wardell chiming in with the snipe from above, but he had to be brought back to life earlier by hazed. And he is going to be found by ShahZaM. This is Sentinels round. hazed knows it. Keep my weapon. Thought about going up to get that up. Instead, he's just going to stay alive as he pushes back into spawn. So far, hazed and Cutler have been 100% shut down in this matchup by the Sentinels. Sentinels just, they get to pick and choose. Which site do we want to go crush on?
I like this from Sinatraa in the post plant, him being kind of the forefront player, so still keeping that pressure so high with the Phoenix. It's why I like him on the Phoenix, if I'm honest. And top fragging as well as arguably an entry fragger is actually pretty hard. I think if anyone's ever had to be an entry fragger, you hate your teammates, but you got to do it. And he's just making it look pretty good so far. The economy's been shattered once again, and it's mismatched. That's why you're seeing hazed on the buy here to try and even out the economy a little bit. And maybe he can do something. Maybe he can get aggressive with it, try and make a little bit of a cheesy play happen. So far, no information found. You can see them sitting pretty deep on this somewhat default for the Sentinels. Gonna head in with that owl drone, get a bit of info. They know where one is, and there we go. Sinatraa instantly on the push. Doesn't find immediate success, but the pressure is high, and he's gonna draw out that little bit of utility that the defensive side has, and it's not a great deal.
And not only does the drone scout out Subroza, but it also tells you what weapons are being played over at A. After you find out it's just a sheriff, you are feeling so confident with these phantoms at range, but they don't want to push up. They don't want to make it easy on the defenders. You still have a minute left, so they're going to work towards these orbs, get some free ultimate charge, and then eventually make their decision. But look at the defense, starting to get aggressive. hazed, of course, still with the Phantom as he was able to save last round. His teammates, though, just on the ghost. But Subroza finding the headshot on zombs is huge. Can he find Sinatraa? Nope. Wallbang comes through, and down goes one for each side.
Cutler can snake a kill here. Again, though, with Sinatraa getting good understanding of how deep they can go on this one. That nice little push up. You got dapr watching the back, just super kind of passive, and just waiting for him to push through. Drone does, and he's getting found. It's pretty clinical so far. I think that honestly, it looks like the Sentinels have done their homework. Wardell though, there's your danger man, but only on 8 HP. Bucket, I don't think it's enough.
He is able to get 2. But again, low health for both him and Cutler is going to be tough. And unless you're facing an op, as long as ShahZaM keeps missing, you got a chance. And Wardell's going to find a 3rd coming out. Shorty won't be able to land as it's dapr clutching up once again for the Sentinel. ShahZaM's going to keep his operator, and a 7-1 score is going to be pretty darn good. Sentinels favoring on defense, of course, but so far their attacks have been absolutely unpunished. They have been so clean. And this feels like a different team that we saw even yesterday when I was impressed by them.
Okay, I'm worried this is not unrecoverable. I don't want to say it because we've seen a big comeback from TSM. I'm worried that all the things we were worried about, like all those kind of like, you know, what if they're tilted? What if they're struggling? What if they're just not into the game? What if they're looking cold? I think we're kind of seeing that. We're seeing what can happen when it goes wrong for TSM, and it's a real shame because they're such a good squad. Right. But again, this is taking nothing away from the Sentinels. Again, pacey piece from Sinatraa. This guy on the entries is just unbearably good. Sinatraa piercing through the site itself, taking down 2. The site spares. They just rolled it back. They just went, you know what, I'm just going to flash it and go. And this utility usage is just so damn on point from him.
Sinatra's always done this throughout his career, at least the time I've had to watch him. He is the first one in, and sometimes the last man standing at the end of the fight, able to pop off as an individual, using the Phoenix so well, especially on bind. I feel like if you're looking at Sinatraa, his Sova on Ascent is very fun to watch. His Phoenix on bind is my absolute favorite, though, even better than what he can do on Haven. And here's a ego peek as he gets the knife out for some quick movement. Sinatraa with the punish, and that is a statement kill right there. You already had the round locked up here, I feel like, if you're the Sentinels, but just taking the 1v1 against Wardell, knowing he is there and winning the shot, that is a huge blow to the best player from TSM's confidence, and a big one for the Sentinels.
Oh, man. I don't know. How are you meant to slow down someone like Sinatraa? They're using utility, but their economy's broke, so you can't do too much of that, right? They've had double ops, and that worked, but you can't afford that. Their economy being broken has been the biggest gateway opening for Sinatraa to run through them constantly. I want to see what he does this round. I just want to watch Sinatraa. I want Sinatraa cam at this point. They are on sheriffs. They're on a couple of, you know, lighter weapons, but dapr this time going to show off towards hazed. Nice, comfortable pick. And maybe Subroza can do something nice here. Good work with the old sheriff himself.
I love it. Dapr's just gifted a kill, pre-firing the corner. You know they're going to get aggressive, trying to peek them. They have weak weaponry. This is everything they could have asked for. Thought he had the kill. Sinatraa will clean it up. Didn't take any damage, but Subroza has time and will find a headshot. Phantom in hand also has his ultimate with 3 smokes to go. So this is not over by any means, despite having weaker weapons. Subroza forced out, though. And now he is going to be pinched. dapr able to get drone out of CT. Subroza surviving, at least for now. But the question is, how long? It's just going to be the one defender up against 4. Can he escape with the weapon? That would be a win in itself. And there's no way.
On the escape.
I looked at the mini-map and I was like, it is red at every single direction he could potentially look at.
I hope the OC is like through the TP, maybe if he plays it late enough, but
ShahZaM's lurking here, and there he is. Second time in a row that he's going to be punished this time. So Rose is able to get an op out of it. And remember, the only round they did win for TSM was the double op round. Wardell with the full save should be able to op next. So this is where TSM is able to put one more on the board, but it's the last of the half.
I'm just happy to see an answer back to the op meta being in play. I love the way they're approaching these sites. I think, you know, okay, let's roll our minds back to, you know, the tournaments not too long ago, the like kind of mid, if you think about the first couple of tournaments and this being the last, the kind of middle area of NA tournaments, we were asking, come on, let's see that breach in, let's see that Phoenix in, let's put these players, these agents back in the comps because we need those flashes, we need those, you know, very talented entry fraggers like you have to be able to try and challenge these ops. And we're seeing it. We've seen that in in absolute droves. Drone to go to try and get aggressive. I like this. A little bit of a switch up, but I think dapr's read it. And he's going to get a little bit of info. Not too much, though. Again, it doesn't tell that much, but Subroza might feel better to be posted up here with this op now. Decide how he wants to play this out. Maybe a one and done. Pop down a smoke, fall away, find a new angle.
And I see a lot of people in chat giving a tough time to Hazed and Cutler for their low numbers in this matchup. The support players don't have the best kit, especially to deal with the aggression that is coming from the Sentinels. And if you look at just the overall numbers, Drone is sitting on, what, 4 kills at this point? This is a man who was your MVP throughout the quarters. So everyone on TSM is having a tough time. Yes, they're getting some kills off of Wardell. TSM is having really tough go in this individual matchup. It's their second time that they've ever played the Sentinels in a competitive field. Sentinels, 36 seconds left here, Pansy. Now is go time. You got to act. You got to get this spike planted with at least 4 left on the clock.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Yeah, this 3-2 split. It's going to be hard if Wardell's able to keep it. No, there's the smoke going up, so instantly removes his vision. Sinatra's able to isolate Drone towards the site, forcing actually Wardell on the swing. That's where the aggression that this player, this man can have is great. Keeping the odds still pretty competitive. 10 seconds, ultimate's coming in. The plant's still safe, but now it might not be. Spike is down. Cutler's got ShahZaM, so this is still pretty good coming back in for TSM. This retake is not over yet. dapr, zombs, in a nice little crossfire, still complimentary towards the site, but they've been spotted now. The ultimates are being popped.
Cutler is able to rack up 2 so far this round as he stays alive on site. Pulls out the dart and is ready to take on Sinatraa. Sinatraa by the port will finally be cleaned up. An end to his ridiculous run. And Cutler with a big round shows you that he's still got it in the tank. Can they keep it flowing, though, on the attack? Double ops, great on defense, way tougher against a squad like Sentinels on the attack.
This is a great game. I mean, I'm happy because I think we've finally seen a good answer. Oh, I was going to say the double op meta. You can see the juggling. If you watch Subroza, he's probably juggling the Phantom and the op around, so you can have both. It's, you know, if you've got the money to afford both, why wouldn't you do it, especially in a round like this? You can switch between the two. So, Cutler, good little round from him there. Nicely played towards the site. Played patiently on the executions, didn't overpush, didn't lose players early. So well handled in the end. But let's see what the approach now is. You got a double stack towards Hookah for the defending side. Subroza with the op on the site. ShahZaM might have just spotted him with the drone there, so they know there's a couple of players here, but would they expect this double stack?
Let's see what's going to happen after contact. He flashes every time they pinch in. This time, no flash, able to get set up as drone goes for the early peek. Now walled up. They know Haze is close by. Well, the Sentinels just bail from the mid. There.
See how much utility they've drawn out from them, though. Look, they're making this costly. On the attack, they've shown a lot of presence. They did lose out on the player, of course, very unfortunate in that regard. But they have been able to draw away a good bit of utility. So if they try and re-aggress towards this on the attacking side, maybe not in the same location, but, you know, utilizing long a little bit, they're going to be working up against a team that doesn't have as much to give anymore, but they still have to get past those ops, which is the tricky part without the Phoenix.
dapr taking his camera back, trying to gather some info, knows this room is clear. And they're just working this one. Sick was able to get the ult off, so Sinatraa is brought back. No re-peek. Remember, Sinatraa still has his full kit. Here comes the curveball. Fully blind Haze is able to stop him, and Drone is going to hold strong. Now, zombs is able to find Haze and Subroza, so Operator down on the B site, but Drone finding his third. dapr trying to make his way to the spike, and there's not going to be time. Drone coming alive with his fourth, almost had the ace, but it's cut.